Yeah, I felt good about that race. Obviously, there's a lot of chatter before the race, especially about the start, but I felt good, felt confident, focused on myself, was fast where we needed to be, and just controlled it from start to finish. So, yeah, really pleased to get a win on the board.
It was tough there, to be honest. The first two stints, I think, was struggling quite a bit with the tires. So we had to drive a very defensive race, quite an aggressive strategy. Also, with the final stop was quite early. But it worked for us. We kept the cars behind, even though I never really felt like I had the pace to fight for the win.
It's amazing. It's a great feeling. Was very, very stressful, especially the last lap. They felt so long. Honestly, I was out of 10. I was not only looking in the mirror, but I was looking at the screen to see how many laps were left because, it was very stressful. I mean, the McLaren were coming back because on the last stint they pushed a bit too hard behind Max and started to degrade the front left, and it was not easy, but super happy with the result.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously haven't seen it, so I don't really know. I was defending the inside and then felt a small touch, and that's honestly all I have at the moment. So. Yeah, obviously a shame for the team, and it was a bit of a difficult race apart from that. But yeah, just not the easiest of weekends.
Honestly, I think today is kind of the result of my mistakes. FP1, qualifying, the traffic. All in all, I think that puts us a little bit in a difficult situation because we start further back in the grid. Then for strategy, there's been a bit of talk on the radio. I was of the opinion of the one stop could work. The team was more of the opinion that the two stops was the right way. Eventually, the team is making the final call because they have more information than I do. There was information because I wanted to make it clear that this was not what I was thinking. But I understand. I think we'll speak with the team. I'll explain them what I saw that made me think that this was the wrong choice. Overall, I don't think this has completely changed our race result. Eventually, that's where we deserve to finish.
To still get sixth with that damage, I'm really, really grateful. So I'll definitely take it. We also had almost had brake failure almost as well. So pedal went super long, so I had to manage these brakes for a period of time, and then they came back towards the end. So given those issues, I'm grateful for the points.
Quite happy. I think the car was good the whole weekend, not only on the race. Actually, the race probably was our least strong point of the weekend. And thanks to the sixth position yesterday in qualifying, we kept the pace at the beginning of the race, and we opened a gap that it was a little bit our safety net, for the pit stops and things like that. So, good weekend. We executed well, and good points for the team.
A bit like I suspected, I think in the race trim, the car even, comes alive a bit more. That update really paying dividends there, and just have a better consistency, a better balance in the car. So, yeah, quite pleasant. I think made some good gains. Franco and Alex, they had some trouble were fighting in turn 8-9 in lap 1, and I managed to capitalize on that. And then it was a pretty clean race. A couple of overtakes to do, fun bit of racing, and managing tires basically.
Very pleased with the whole work that the team did this weekend. I think we maximized the potential. It was not a clear cut that that strategy was going to be better before the race, but it paid off to take the risk, and we managed to deliver a very solid one, solid laps in clean air, which was the important one. So we overcut quite a lot of cars, and then we bring the car home to seal the position at the end with the safety car. So quite a hard beating race, but a very good nevertheless.
After the impeding of yesterday and obviously unlucky situation starting 16, if you would have told me before the race that we would get into the points, I would have probably been a good result that I would take home with. But after having spent 70 laps managing issues and not being able really to push or race with issues in the car, I'm a bit frustrated that we couldn't just spend 70 laps not pushing and still make it to the points. Obviously happy with that, but I wish I could have pushed a bit more and show the true potential that we have as a team.
Honestly, we had a bit more pace in the car today. Just with the strategy, we ended up stuck a bit in the traffic of the people starting on the hard tyre. And with the DRS train, it's really, really impossible to overtake. So Yeah, we had a lot more in the car, and once I got free air, I had good pace, but I spent the whole race stuck in the DRS, and it's difficult to overtake. So, yeah, happy, but there could have been a bit more today.
Pace was okay, not amazing, but yeah, I still not too bad. And yeah, other than that, yeah, pretty much that's it, really. At least positive is I guess the car performance now, and the pace in the car felt a bit more normal or better than last previous races. So yeah, at least there's a bit of motivation there.
I think we maximized a bit what we've done today. It just didn't go our way. I think strategy-wise was tricky to know that we were doing the wrong thing. But I think we definitely were doing the wrong stuff at the beginning of the race. Stopping early with so many cars starting on hard, and the teammates of the guys in front making the race slow for them. It just put us in a really bad position. We killed the tires, had a really slow pace for that after that pit stop with all the dirty air, and very tricky to overtake. Just power limit on the straights, and just made our race very tricky. It kind of snowballed down and went a bit backwards. So yeah, it was tough out there today. I think still some things learned and some things to take. But yeah, we need to focus on the next one.
I think it was just tough to keep some fast cars that we had behind it. I think I told you this before the race. I think, there was the Williams, RBs, and Red Bull behind me. So to keep them behind, it's a very tough task because they generally have a faster car for now. And yeah, as soon as they overtook me, I managed to put my pace, and I think it was quite decent. But still, it's just tough to move forward. I still managed to make one position from the start of the race, but it wasn't enough to score points. We were starting P15, so you need also to have a bit of luck. And I think we were waiting for a safety car for a very long time with the hards, and it never happened. So yeah, it's racing. It's okay. We paid the price to what we wanted to achieve, and it didn't happen, and it's fine.
I mean, we tried with the strategy. I think to be fair, we tried everything we could. Just very slow in the straight, so we need to review exactly what we could have done better. I think we had some pace. It's just been a very frustrating afternoon, just being stuck behind cars, and unfortunately we just slower than them in the straight and made it very, very tricky to pass. So yeah, we'll review it.
I think we just pitted a bit too late. We had high graining at the start of the race. So yeah, we lost a few positions in the pits, and then after that was just a DRS train, and towards the end I just I was lacking so much pace compared to the cars around, and we just got overtaken by everyone.
Not so pleased with the weekend. Rough, long day, so not much more to say.
When you went up against Pierre, did you feel like you'd kind of given enough space?
I have to look at it again. I don't know.
I thought Oscar would move a bit more to the right, not to leave a gap. Obviously, I don't expect something to be easy from him, but I just misjudged it. It was all my mistake. I take full blame, so I apologise to my whole team and to Oscar for attempting something like that.
I mean, it's disappointing. I think obviously it was going to be a very difficult race anyway from the pit lane, but we had a cooling issue at the end, so unfortunately we had to retire. But it's just been a tough weekend, which is a shame.
It's a frustrating one. Not the best on my side either. Just lost start at the beginning, and then I think realistically we tried to make the one-stop work, but the one-stop was never on, especially when you start on the medium tyres. So we fell back pretty quickly, and that was our race. So dropped to P20. if we didn't have the PU issue, we'd likely have still finished P20. So I think we just need to review where we could have done better, because to me, after the first 10 laps, there was no way that one stop was going to work, but we just didn't quite execute.